It was about 20 to 4 when Dr. King got up. He was the last speaker. With his speech in his hand and people as far as his eye could see, he began.
I am happy to join with you today in what will go down in history as the greatest demonstration for freedom in the history of our nation. Five score years ago, a great American in whose symbolic shadow we stand today signed the Emancipation Proclamation.
It was hot, and I was very uncomfortable until Martin started speaking. And then the thing took on a new character.
And then just the whole crowd just hushed. Whole crowd just hushed. And just something came over. And everybody was just spellbound.
Dr. King was nervous, looking down repeatedly at what he had written. Some people thought at first that he was not his preacher self that day. He followed his prepared text closely.
It is obvious today that America has defaulted on this promissory note insofar as her citizens of color are concerned. Instead of honoring this sacred obligation, America has given the Negro people a bad check, a check which has come back marked insufficient funds.
When he speaks, everybody understands. It is the cadence of common tongue. The clarity of it was astounding.
We cannot be satisfied as long as a Negro in Mississippi cannot vote and a Negro in New York believes he has nothing for which to vote. No, we are not satisfied, and we will not be satisfied until justice rolls down like waters and righteousness like a mighty stream.
We responded as if we already knew to some degree what he was going to say. So it wasn't as if he was bringing us good news that we hadn't heard. It was as if he was sharing with us a story, and we knew as much about it as he did.
Go back to Mississippi. Go back to Alabama. Go back to South Carolina. Go back to Georgia. Go back to Louisiana. Go back to the slums and ghettos of our northern cities, knowing that somehow this situation can and will be changed. Let us not wallow in the valley of despair. I say to you today, my friends.
And then, as King was getting to the end of what he had written, sensing something in the crowd, he later said, he put the text aside.
Dr. King looked up and saw that crowd. He felt the energy. He was moved by this massive humanity in front of him. He looks away and forgets what has been written and starts to come from someplace else.
So even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream.